Hello everybody, welcome to Post Cutter. I am Mrs. D. Susmita, lecturer in Computer Science and Application. And today I am dealing with the subject cryptography and network security. I am dealing with the chapter 2 of your cryptography and network security chapter. And here we are dealing with the cryptography. So what is cryptography? Cryptography means what we are telling, what want to convert into a non-readable format. For example, I am sending an email or any data, personal data I am sending on the communication line. I want any other third party should not access that data other than the sender. So I have to encrypt that data. So I have to encrypt the data to ciphertext. That means the method is encryption. So whatever the plain text, that means that is readable by everybody. Any person can read, that is the third person also can read that data. But ciphertext what you are encrypted is not audible, not readable by any person. We have different techniques in this. We have the encryption techniques for this is your substitution cipher technique. In the substitution cipher technique, what is happening is, whatever the plain text is there, only the letters you are changing to some other letters. That means the original letters will be replaced with the some other letters. Suppose A will be replaced with D, B will be replaced with E, like that. That means the substitution cipher technique is a traditional ciphertext technique which is used to encrypt a plain text into ciphertext. In this technique, each character is substituted with other characters or numbers or other symbols. This technique changes identity of a character but not the position of it. For example, if I am writing boast, if I am saying this is the plain text, in the ciphertext, if I am changing the letters one letter down, that means B will be C, O will be T, S will be T, and E will be F. So this is the ciphertext, but the position of the letters will be as it is. And we have different techniques for this, that is Caesar cipher technique is there. In this Caesar cipher technique, you have already read that the letters are 3 letters down. And in the modified version of Caesar cipher, this can be K positions down the letters. In monoalphabetical cipher, this is also a substitution technique in which a letter can be substituted with other 25 options of the alphabets. The polyalphabetic substitution cipher is also the business cipher you are using, and we will be dealing with the plain text cipher today in our discussion. Another technique is transposition cipher technique. In the transposition cipher technique, what happens is that the original plain text will be as it is there, but the position of the letters will be interchanged. The transposition cipher technique is also a traditional ciphertext technique which is used to encrypt a plain text into ciphertext. In this technique, each character position is changed to different positions. That means the original position will be only changed. The difference between your transposition and substitution technique is that in the substitution technique, the letters are replaced with some other letters, but in case of transposition cipher technique, only the position of the letters will be interchanged. You have different methods for this, that is rail fence techniques, simple columnar position techniques, Vernam cipher, that is one type pads that is there, another is book cipher is there. Coming to your clay pair cipher, it is a substitution cipher. The substitution cipher means only the letters will be replaced with some other letters. Not even the large number of keys in a monoalphabetic cipher provides security. That is why you are going for a plain text cipher. Here the key will be small. One approach to improving security was to encrypt multiple letters. That means the single letter will be encrypted to multiple letters. For example, here in this case B is substituted with C only, but in case of clayface cipher, B can be replaced with any other letters. In case if you have double B, that will be replaced with the, if it is replaced with C here, it can be replaced with some other letter in this. The clayface cipher is an example invented by Charles Whitson in 1854, but named after his friend Lord Playfair. So you are taking a key here. This is mainly used in World War I. This matrix-based block cipher was used in World War I. So whatever the key you are taking, suppose you are taking the key here is Playfair. So for any encryption technique, you have to take a key. That is, you are taking a Playfair is a key you are taking here. What you have to do is you have to prepare a 5 cross 5 matrix. 5 cross 5 matrix you have to use here Playfair. So you are writing the 5 cross 5 PLAY F, because A is already present. That means you have to drop the duplicates. If it is repeated, if the letters are repeated, you have to drop that letters. So PLAY F, A is already present here. So you are not writing A again here. I you are writing, then I. So this is the key you have written. Now what you have to do, you have to write the other alphabets. Other alphabets means A is already present here, then B, then C, D, E, F is present here. So then you are writing G, then H, K, H, I is present here. Here you have 26 alphabets. But what is you are doing is, I and J will take the same position because you have 26 alphabets and this matrix is only 25. It contains only 25 locations. I and J will take the same place. So G, H, I, J is here, then K, L is here, M, N, O, P is here, then Q, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, J. So we have created the matrix here. See, in a 5 cross 5 matrix, write the letters of the word Playfair, for example, without duplicates and fill in with the other letters of the alphabets except IJ used interchangeably. Now, whatever the plain text, if you want to encrypt, that one, if you have any duplicates, any double letters, so if it is the plain text, first you have to make a block of 2. That means block of 2 you will take. Another thing what you have, if you have double letters, if you repeated letters here, you have to make a filler here. That means LX you have to do, OX you have to do, N is the last one and N with the X you have to do. If a pair would contain double letters, split with X. That means here we have double letters, so we have split it with the X. Pad N with the X. If here N is ended, only one letter is there, that is why you are padding with X here. So, see here, hello other becomes, if there are in the row in the, so what you are taking the example here, another example, similarly HE will be there, LX will be there, LX will be there, OX, then OX, TH and ER will be there. So now we have to encrypt this thing. We have to encrypt this thing. So for encryption part, what we have to do? We have to use this matrix. So you have to take 2 letters at a time. BA. If BA is in the same row, or if you LX you are taking, if it is there in the same row, replace each with the letters to its right. That means, and if they are in the same column, replace with the letters below it. And another option is that otherwise replace each letter, we would get it, we swap their column indices. That means in this option, in this option, in this encrypted data, what happens is that both the letters will be either in the same row or in the same column or in the different columns. If it is in the same row or column, what happens we see BA, they are in the same column is there. So B will be replaced with H and A will be replaced with B. If we have any option like that, it is W is there, then that will be replaced with A. That is why it is written mode 5. Similarly, LX is present in the different rows, different columns. So what we have to do is that we have to interchange the column indices. That means for X this is the column indices and for L this is the column indices. That is second is for L and X is for 4. So replace L with the corresponding fourth X's indices, that is Y, and replace X with G. Another option is your NX. Suppose any letter is present in the same column, NO, that will be replaced with the letters right. That means N will be replaced with O and O will be replaced with Q. See, hello other we have replaced here like that HE, LX, LO, TH, here EX. That means by filling the fillers what we got that HE, LX, LO, TH, here EX. Similarly, for each pair, HE becomes KG. Just see HE, that is present in the same row. So H becomes K and E becomes G. HE becomes KG. Similarly, if they are in the same column, that is LO is in the same column, L will be replaced with R and O will be replaced with B. So LO becomes RB. Similarly, LX, see LX, that will be replaced with Y and B. So this is the original plain text and this is the ciphertext we have got after your Playfair encryption. To decrypt this thing, we have to just do the reverse thing what we have done in the encryption process. So what is the weaknesses of this is P is unknown, but the structure of its bottom is predictable. That means the key is this matrix is unknown, but whatever the key is, that the last thing is predictable for anybody because we are filling the alphabets here only. That is the last line or the last two lines or the last three lines is predictable by anybody. So can break using diagram frequencies. For example, if a diagram and its reverse both appear often, it's probably ER and RE. That means on the basing on the ciphertext, they can break this matrix easily. Each plaintext letters maps to how many possible ciphertext letters. So it is not defined here. So that means E can be replaced with any other, G can be replaced with any other like that. So coming to your questions here, we have which of the following ciphers is a block cipher? Here we have Caesar cipher, Burnham cipher, Playfair cipher and none of the above. The answer will be Playfair cipher because block cipher means two blocks, your two letters you are taking at a time. That is why the answer here is your Playfair cipher. Encryption in Playfair cipher is done using matrix multiplication, a 5 cross 5 table, Wisner table and matrix inversion. What we have done is you are creating a 5 cross 5 table here. So you are using 5 cross 5 table here. And a Hill cipher in example of a mono-alphabetic cipher, a substitution cipher, a transposition cipher. Hill cipher is also a substitution cipher. A mechanism used to encrypt and decrypt data. What do you know as? This is known as your cryptography. Cryptography is the mechanism where you are encrypting the data and decrypting the data. Encryption means you are doing the plain text to ciphertext, and in the decryption part, whatever the ciphertext received by the receiver, that will be again converted to plain text. So that is your cryptography is the mechanism. Which of the following options correctly defines the brute force attack? Brute force attack means whatever it is not that brutally forcing the user to share some information like that. It is that whatever the options or whatever the permutation and combinations will be there, utilizing that you are getting that, you are breaking the algorithm, trying every possible key to decrypt the message. That is your brute force attack. So this is all about your Playfair cipher. Thank you all.